Finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Jets. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The ball comes out, and the Jets have recovered. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. On play action, now Carr. He's got his man on the crossing route. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet.
Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Now a handoff looking right. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Throwing now is Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And there it was right in front of us. Today's NFL, these guys nowadays, they don't just eat up space. They try and get upfield and make plays in the backfield.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Time running out here on the play clock. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt. And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable and it definitely won't be air-conditioned. Milk bones? None. Kyle Brinza on now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point. You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense. I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5. And that'll make this a second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Handoff as they run the counter play. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble. The slot man in motion right. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 6 there on the first down play. And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here we go with 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. He's got daylight. All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Javonte Herndon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Now it's Brinza to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Vikings. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Here to his running back. So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this go deep. Back, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 56 yards. Now they try the right side here. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Throwing his car on third down. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Now a handoff looking right, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Well, the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Darren Lee, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. He did it again. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On second down, here's Carr. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carr to throw on second down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And taken right on the 30. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Now let's go. Blue Lanny. Blue Lanny. Gone.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big one there for the Vikings. And even 60 yards. He'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now they try the right side here. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So put 3 on the board, but from inside the 5. And I know we use this phrase a lot, but that's a big-time win for the defense.
It sure is. You've got the short field behind you, so you can afford to turn up the pressure. And that was a nice sequence there to keep them out of the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On play action, they'll throw. It fights him off. Now he's going to go up top. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, from what we've seen thus far, this is not a formula for winning football. When you have more turnovers than points scored, that's a tough way to try and win a game.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Dropped at the 35, but he was able to display the agility there. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Carr throwing on second down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Brenz's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
Brenza now, after the field goal, readies for the kickoff. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Detroit, Detroit. Keep it up, guys. Now let's go.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. 10 yards still left on second down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Get down.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Now Carr. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. And the wideout in motion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looked like he tried it all there. Tried to use some physicality, right? Tried to use some footwork, some head fakes. But he was covered the entire way. Dogged in every step. That forced the incompletion. No separation at the end of the route.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, It's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
But has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Right. Get down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And now here's a carry heading left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now they'll throw with Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch, it's 2nd and 8. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up. It's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. New York set to take the field. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Carr. And his throw here is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time. He's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Our update now from down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. The Vikings on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. A big play for the Vikings on third down. 55 yards.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
He'll look to throw over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4.
Detroit! Detroit!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Defense showing blitz. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So the D-line's going to spread out. Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. Card out a throw, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Carr. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. They run the counter now on first down. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Here's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Campbell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And an alley to run. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Javonte Herndon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Brinza now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now it's Brinza to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted? Picked off at the 20, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now they try the right side here. Yeah, nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Seven yards to go on second down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Campbell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Just 1 yard to go here on second down. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamp. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Jets on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Carr to throw. Throw left side, complete. It's Campbell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Oh, look at this play call. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
And to give this time to the tailback. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
Set. Green, 39. Gun. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Oh, wait. Hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Slot man moves right. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world.